If you follow my stories on Instagram, you know that about a month ago, I started working with a fitness coach. I decided to invest for a few reasons, and I'll share more about that in a minute. But it's been amazing because as I've reflected, I see similarities between both my physical journey as well as my affair recovery journey. I was just so amazed by this. So I wanted to share my thoughts in hopes that you might learn something new about the journey. Like when you're traveling and you ask other people who may have been there before, what was it like? Where should I go? Or where should I steer clear of? So consider me your travel guide today, telling you a few of the things to expect on the road ahead.
Hey mama, welcome to Intimacy After Infidelity. Do you find yourself Googling, can a marriage survive infidelity? Or what's the first step to divorce? Do you wake up full of hope, only to end the day with more shame when there's another stupid argument again? Hey, I'm KristinaJoy, forgiven daughter of Jesus. I too felt the shame of infidelity and wished someone had a roadmap for how to get out of the mess so I could experience freedom. I kept telling myself I just needed to try harder to end the affair and fix my marriage, until I found I needed Jesus to heal some deep wounds in my heart. Through prayer, lots of research, and developing new healthy habits, I was able to find healing to shed my shame once and for all. Now I'm excited to share everything I've learned with you. So find your safe space and pop in that earbud. Let's rebuild your life and marriage better than it's ever been.
Sister, I'm going to tell you right now, just like I chose to invest in a fitness coach, I believe that there are some things that are just worth paying the expert for. Like fixing your car. I will gladly pay for an expert to do that because I don't have that knowledge. So, sister, if affair recovery is something that you are looking for, if you are Googling how to rebuild my marriage after infidelity or how to get out of an affair, sister, it might be time that you consider paying for the expert. If coaching is something that you're interested in, I would love to chat with you more. Or if you have any other questions, my inbox is always open. You are welcome to message me, and I would be more than happy to chat and to figure out your next right step. So, a couple lessons I learned as I have been working with a fitness coach who is all online. So I was excited when I made this connection because this coach, his name is Dr. David, he is able to provide an exercise plan for me that I can do at home with the specific things that I have. I have a set of dumbbells. I almost had a treadmill, but my kids have currently lost the key. So hold that thought on the treadmill. But anyway, the point is that I made this connection and I was super excited because I'd be able to do it on my own time when I wanted to do it. So here's the first lesson that I learned is that it can all be really awkward at first, but then people will start cheering for you. So when I first signed up for this coaching, I told myself I was only going to do it on the days my husband wasn't home and while the kids were sleeping. Well, the basement grosses me out, and I didn't always want to have to exercise when it was dark outside. So I do it throughout the week, but specifically on Saturdays, I said, you know what, I'm going to do it during the day while the kids are awake and while they're playing. And at first, the kids saw me and they were like, Mom, what are you doing? And then they wanted to start playing with my dumbbell weights that I had. There were also times when the baby wanted to climb on top of me when I was trying to do different floor exercises. And even times that I have been recording myself, I caught a naked baby, or, the recording caught a parenting conversation with my 8-year-old, or the video also recorded kids doing it with me, or a Disney music dance party. My coach has seen it all. And I have also caught the kids giving me a high five, giving me a hug while trying to do bicep curls. And even the baby cheering for me, saying, Mom, you're doing it. Now, the same is true on your healing journey. The date nights might be super awkward at first. The conversations might just be weird for a while. And it's all just really uncomfortable at first. Until suddenly you're doing it and it's becoming a little bit more normal. And then suddenly people are actually cheering you on. So I want to encourage you with that. It might be awkward at first. Whatever journey you're on, it's going to be weird at first. But it will get normal and people will start cheering you on. Now, with that being said, this whole thing takes time. Without even looking at the calendar, I knew exactly when I had hit 3 weeks of working out now, because I had this sudden thought of, I've been doing this a while. Shouldn't I be noticing a difference by now? Am I doing everything okay? Am I supposed to be doing more than this? And immediately I knew this has got to be about 3 weeks, because it's this itch that's right before kind of the breakthrough that comes between 4 to 6 weeks. It's right before you actually start to see the results. Friend, these journeys take time. And I remember I got so mad the first time my mindset coach had told me, there is no hurry to healing. There's no rush. And I was like, yes, there is. Like, I need to figure this out. I need to get out of this situation. I need to get moving. But I'm finally beginning to understand that. Whether it's your body or your heart, healing doesn't operate on a timetable. You are literally on this journey the rest of your life. It's a journey. It's not a race. There is no end line. Maybe there are goals, there's destinations, but you continue to journey, you continue to travel. So learn to enjoy it every single day. Now, speaking of the days, I have actually been counting them. When I cut contact with my affair partner, I remember counting the days just like someone in AA celebrates their sober days, their anniversaries they talk about. And recently I talked with my fitness coach about some food changes that I wanted to make. And I started telling him every day that I had a salad for lunch. And I laughed one time because I was like, why am I counting these? And you know what his response was? He said, count them as long as you need. It's evidence of your commitment. Wow, that really hit home for me. Because it was another reminder to celebrate the wins. Both Coach and I actually live by the motto, 1% better. I want each podcast to be 1% better than the last. And I want each workout to be 1% better than the last time. So, ladies, I have to tell you, I was able to do a side plank today. And that probably sounds crazy. You're like, who cares? But I have had to do an accommodation for the last month that I've been doing these. And today I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm just going to try it like it's supposed to be, and we'll see what happens. And I did it. And I was so proud of myself that I immediately texted Coach to celebrate. And I told him, hey, today was 2% better. And he knew exactly what that meant. Sister, I know there are some days when you feel like you are just sitting and going nowhere. I know that you have some days where you feel like you're walking in circles or you're even taking steps backwards. But please notice the wins, even if it feels like it's only 1%. Even if it's only just 1 hour of today that went well. Because eventually that turns into winning half the day. And that turns into winning the day. And then winning the week, and then winning the month. Friend, your brain craves that feel-good emotion, the dopamine hit, when you celebrate. So, are you proud of something? Again, we're not in a race, so slow down and notice. Did I do something, or did I feel something today or this week that, man, like that was a win. That was really good. I'm really proud of myself. Come post that in our Facebook community. We want to celebrate with you. or send me a private message, whatever it is, but do a little happy dance and give yourself a high five. It's huge. Now, before you think that I have wins every day and it all comes easily, let me tell you how many days I have thought I would not be doing this if I didn't have a coach. But guess what? That's exactly why I hired him, because I wasn't doing the thing. I knew myself well enough to know that I would not actually exercise on my own. I knew I wouldn't put in the effort that I wanted to. Growing and healing takes effort. It is hard work, but you have to ask yourself, what is it that you want? Do you want to be healed? Do you want to walk in freedom? For me, I want to be physically healthier than I have been. And so the next question is, what are you willing to do for it? Are you willing to commit to a plan? Are you willing to exercise? Are you willing to go on dates? Are you willing to cut contact? Are you willing to just sit with Jesus when it feels really uncomfortable at first? You are more than welcome to come to me and say, I don't want to be here, but here I am. Because as a coach, I want your honesty and the willingness to pursue healing. So again, if you're not even sure what that next step is for you, but you know that there's something more that you're after, let's just have the conversation and see what your next step might be. What do you want and what are you willing to do? Now, I'll end with this. Like I started with, be willing to pay for the expert. I mentioned like my car, or if there's a medical or dental concern, I'm calling the doctor, I'm calling the dentist. Even, goodness, when it comes to haircuts, I will not touch my own hair with scissors. I want to pay the expert to do it. It could go faster. It will probably go much faster than me trying to figure it out. And it's probably just wiser. And it's very helpful to have a different perspective, somebody who has studied it and that's their field. That's what they talk about all day, every day. So whether it's a fitness trainer or an affair recovery coach, be willing to hire the expert for whatever it is that you are after right now. Sister, I love you and I am here for you. My heart is that I want the best for you, whatever that is. So if you want to chat, my inbox is always open. And if you want to celebrate, I will do a little dance party with you. But no matter what, please don't give up. I am cheering for you.
Hey Mama, I hope today's episode encouraged your heart. If you need to talk about this some more, would you send me a message at KristinaJoyCoaching.com? Also, please take 30 seconds and leave me a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It thrills my heart to know this podcast is helping you heal your heart so you can shed the shame of your affair. I am cheering for you and I can't wait to hear your story. I'll meet you back here on Tuesdays and Thursdays for another episode. As always, be clothed with strength and dignity and laugh without fear of the future.